conjugate of surds. If we have a surd like root 5, we multiply it by itself, root 5, to get what? 5, which is a rational number. Then we say the second root 5 is the rationalizing factor of the first root 5. Alright. But what happens if we have a binomial expression like 2 plus root 3? What would I multiply this with before I get a rational number? Assuming I multiply this by 2 minus root 3, assuming I multiply 2 plus root 3 by 2 minus root 3. To do this, we have to recall this identity, which says a plus b times a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. This is actually a difference of two squares. If you've forgotten how to expand this, you just have to expand the two brackets. When a multiplies a, we are getting a squared. Then a multiplies negative b, you are getting negative ab. Then b multiplies a, you are getting ab. Then b will multiply negative b, then you are getting what? Negative b squared. And then this and that will cancel each other, and you're left with what? A squared and then negative b squared. So we have a squared minus b squared as a result of multiplying a plus b by a minus b. Don't forget this identity. Let's keep it here because we are going to make use of that throughout this. So this is now in a plus b, a minus b form. So from the formula, or based on the formula, we have 2 squared minus what? Root 3 squared. And then 2 squared is giving us what? 4. And then the square will take care of the square root, and then we are having what? Negative 3. And so 4 minus 3 is giving us what? 1. 1, which is what? A rational number. So you realize that we have multiplied 2 plus root 3 by what? 2 minus root 3 to get what? 1, which is a rational number. Therefore, we say that 2 minus root 3 is the rationalizing factor or the conjugate of what? 2 plus root 3. Likewise, we can also say that 2 plus root 3 is also the rationalizing factor or the conjugate of what? 2 minus root 3. Alright, let's look at another one. Assuming I have 5 minus root 11, what do you think will be the conjugate of 5 minus root 11? It's probably going to be 5 plus root 11. Just change the sign. And so based on our formula, it is going to give us 14, which is a rational number. Alright, so let's try and write the conjugate of the following. If we have 7 plus root 5, what do you think the conjugate will be? Try yourself. Pause the video and try and write the conjugate. Good. This will give us, or the conjugate of this will be 7 minus root 5. Just change the sign. And then if you have root 2 minus root 6, what will be the conjugate? Yes, the conjugate will be root 2 plus what? Root 6. Also, if we have root 5 plus 2 root 7, the conjugate is going to be root 5 minus 2 root 7. Yes, you're right. And then the last one, if you have 4 root 3 plus 8 root 13, what do you think the conjugate will be? The conjugate is going to be 4 root 3 minus what? 8 root 13. You just change the sign in front of the second term. Alright, so that is all conjugate is about, and we are going to make use of this in the next session. Don't forget, conjugate is the same as rationalizing factor. If you hear rationalizing factor, it's the same as conjugate. So conjugate is the same as rationalizing factor. Alright, stay tuned. I'll see you in the next lesson.